Remembering to elevate yourself and cushion as you need so that easy pose is steady and comfortable. Hold in each leg. Make sure that the arrangement of the legs is working for you. Pause with the leg awareness. Now spinal awareness, try to be centered and tall but relaxed. With your eyes closed so your awareness comes internally. Pause with spinal awareness. A sense of gentle lengthening. Stillness and emptiness. Breathe through your nose, creating a steady rhythm of breath. Notice where the attention goes. The eyes closed, the attention goes towards the nose, towards the breathing. Let it go there. We anchor our consciousness to our breathing. And it's okay if we kind of float away, we come back. We're letting that internal focus throughout the practice be just a time to rest your consciousness, have some stillness. And in that idea of stillness, let your hands come to your heart and have a moment with your own intentions. It's a day representing new beginnings. Also letting go. So if there's something that resonates, adding a layer. Lift your chin if it's bowed. Inhale deeply, sitting tall. Little tone in the low belly. Feel the vibration. And release your hands down to your legs. Let your shoulders rest on top of your ribs. So there's a little bit of lift at your heart center. And let's ground into our legs with some hip circling. So come forward and out towards the right and through center over to the left. Your own way, but let your hands really press down as you go around. They're supported, everything grounding, lengthening out the sides of the torso as well. Just let the eyes be soft and follow the movement. One more time in that direction, back to stillness for a pause. And the other way, reaching forward and out to the side. Just begin circling around with that grounding into the hip joints, grounding into the earth and the legs. So the energy of the new moon is already grounding energy, so it's a chance to really experience that in a deep way in practice. Breathe in circle once more. And then pause. Consciousness to breath. Body steady. And now trying a little neck circle variation. That's like you're doing a circle with your chin. So lift up your chin out to the side and around and down. Never straining, but just find a little circle. Go a few times. Letting yourself do a little bit of flowing today with the practice. Just continue to move and breathe. Try chin circling the other way. Just curious attitude, compassionate attitude. One more time. And then come to center and pause with that energy. Awakening in the throat chakra, very delicate but strong, where our voice, our communication center is. Inhale deeply and exhale with a lion's breath. Open up your mouth. And then release your hands behind for heart lifting pose. You can stay on a cushion if you like. So hands, fingers face forward, elbows bend, hugging in. Lift your chest. Release out your legs. Trying to keep your toes down or straight. Find your own boat legs. Keep your upper body supported as you lean back. Energize and activate the legs. Fourth breath. Let's sit up tall one more time. And release your feet down. Bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees apart. Taking a butterfly pose before we get too warmed up. Taking a yin moment. Optional, weaving the toes together. So if you've done that before, if you want to try it, waking up our toe meridians. Let's try to interlace your toes a bit. And just take a very soft and receptive attitude and hinge forward slightly. So the distance between your feet and your hips is totally up to you. We're going to do no muscular effort, just hanging out in our connective tissue, holding still. So if you're down further, you might rest your hands and elbows so your head can rest down. If anything's uncomfortable, see if you can make it a little easier or just release. No striving, just being. Remembering our practice of drishti, which is that focused awareness. Here, letting eyes be soft. If they're very lightly open and gazing towards your nose, that's one meditative eye position. I'm just trying not to attach our eyes. Let them rest. Take all activity away and breathe a few more times. And just feel a lengthening in the low back and the inner legs. And just very important to come slowly out. And just release out one little bit at a time. Release your woven toes if you did that weaving. Just be still with the energy for a moment. And then spin your hands back so fingers go back so you can lean back into your arms straight, lift out of your shoulders and release to your feet. And slowly windshield from side to side, just letting a nice release happen in your legs and hips, and your spine as well. A few more times, try to just go all the way in. Don't sink into your shoulders. One more time, other side. And the next time you come to the right, sit up with legs stacked for a seated twist variation. Just easy. And we will use arms behind so you have support. Go ahead and take that right hand back, sit up tall, and then look back, twist. Little toe in the low belly. Just find just the right amount of releasing. Now starting to work with yang and activation of the muscles. Breathe out one more time. Enjoy, find your own space. Changing to the other side with an optional balance on the sacrum in between. Ground the legs. Support with the left arm. Look back. So you'll create the twist in your spine. Just make it nice. Notice how we have the legs folded and how the spine is involved if you like, or just experience that. Soft gazing, steady breathing. dropping in. Enjoy another complete breath, inhaling. Exhale, begin to relax. Make your way to hands and knees. You could just continue over to your knees and crawl around or in your own way. Cushion, if you like, under the knees. Come up and give your wrists a couple circles in both ways. Just go both directions a few times. Hands and fingers, and then knees open, spreading hands, come to the earth. Take your right leg straight back, press back through the heel. Finding that light plank pose in the upper body. Hug the low belly towards the spine gently. And our default gaze is off the nose in the direction you're facing. So just find that solid forward and down gaze. One more exhale. Finish that, press back through the heel. And let it go. Shift and take your other foot back, tuck under the toes, press back through the heel. So a little press into the heels of the hands. Soft forward gaze. 5 rounds of breath. Find a little softness in your elbow joints. One more time, exhale, so maybe your heel can go back a little more. Find that edge of good sensation. Then come up to plank, so lift up your other knee and flatten yourself out or bring your knees down if you need. 5 breaths, inhale, tummy tight, press the earth. And just try to stay calm as you exert some effort. Just one more time, deep breath. And then letting it go to downward dog. So head down, step in your feet a notch, and then bring your weight back to your legs. Nice uplift in the low belly, and that's where the focus goes. You might not be able to see it, just thinking down with your head, looking back and up. External shoulder rotation, space between the ears and shoulders. Breathe out. One more time, really try to find that weight back into the legs, stretch across the backs of the hips. And then inhale energy, step forward, keep breathing. Lift up your hands, walk the rest of the way. Bend your knees, then exhale, touch the floor with your hands and your feet and take a breath. And grounding forward fold. Let those feet spread and press into them as you stand up. Reach up, keep breathing in. And breathe out, relax down, elbows high. Gesture of new beginnings is the woven fingers. Ushas Mudra. So leave your fingers, breathe in and press forward and up. Breathe out, release your arms and forward fold. Slowly come into your fold. Press the feet to come into the half lift pose. Exhale, spread your hands, bend knees, legs back. Plank pose, 5 more breaths. Nice and calm. So if your knees need to be down for you to be calm, that's a good idea. Believe in yourself, grow, get stronger. And bring your knees down on the earth and transition to up dog. So the knees stay back further than table so you have room to bring your belly forward, roll back your shoulders. Be careful about where you set your legs. The legs are the foundation of this pose, and the hands. Inner thighs up. One more breath, lift your sternum. Release to table. And then round up into cat spine. Lift up to your fingertips. Steady. Breathe into any tightness you feel in your ribs, along your spine. Once more. And relax your hands down. Come to a nice easy cow spine. Not the low back, but the heart area reaching forward. Face gently lifted. And then flow back to cat, round. Breathe in, extend, cow. Round cat, exhale. And one more time, a gentle extension, nose gaze. Tuck under toes, pop up your knees, find your downward dog. You might need to reset your hands or just refine them. And then let your head hang down, like you're tucking your chin towards your chest to really lengthen the back neck. Bend your right knee a bit, and then your left. And just let yourself find a little flow, bending knees, spine lengthening. Finish up your bending, legs straight, one more exhale. Bend your knees, look a little between your hands, and we can try a little bit of a hop forward today, or step lightly and then ground and fold. Inhale, rise, wave your fingers, press out, breathing in. And breathing out, release down your arms. Wave your fingers the other way, inhale up. Release your arms, forward fold. Carefully come into the position. Third position, the half lift. Fourth position, taking it back. Bring your knees down to the floor, hug in your elbows, and bend your elbows, hug in, and straighten your arms. 4 more times. Send your chest forward and press to release. I got my toes tucked under, whatever feels most supportive here for these dips. Strong chest, press out. 1 more time, bend and press. Upward dog transition. Press the hands, roll the shoulders back, gaze down. Stretch the tops of your feet. Flip over your feet. Downward dog. This time, a little flow with the hips, taking them out to the right side, out to the left. Just find your own nice sensations with that work. Just let your head follow. Settle back into center, release your head down. And breathe out. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale. Step forward, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. So we build this discipline in the mind by connecting with the breath and the movement. Inhale, we have this energy to rise and reach. And exhale to release and let go. Slowly come back to stillness. 3 breaths. Take your hands to your back. Elbows drawing into your sacrum, so your low back, or it's at your pelvis. Just find that triangle. Feel that little lift in your heart as your elbows draw towards each other. Breathe deeply 1 more time. Opening the shoulders. And then carefully release your hands and come to forward fold with your palms up. So moon style, knees all bendy, hands rest on the floor, head down. There's a little upward in the shoulders, into the body, and the belly upward. Let your breath flow. A nice pose to Just notice where you are in your feet. Maybe there's a little bit of rocking in the feet as you breathe in and out. Just trust them, let them ground. And breathe out. And take one more breath. Press the feet, gather the hands, come up, lift the elbows. Relax, hands open. Step to the side on your mat for some Chandra Namaskar, some moon salutation. So starting feet hip distance, shoulders down, front ribs down. And place your hands together and inhale, reach up. Exhale, shoulders off the ears. And side bending, 5 breaths over to the right. As deeply as you like to go. One more time, breathe out. Inhale energy to come up and find the other side. So it's pretty challenging for your core. Meet that challenge with a positive attitude that you'll do your best. And one more time, work with your body, breathe out. Inhale up, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands down and step out, goddess pose. Widen out your stance, bend your knees out towards your toes, come down the center line. Take a moment to work into that deep squat. Centering hands. And place your hands down on your thighs and take your right shoulder forward and down. So you're pressing your shoulder, creating a twist in your spine, but keep your legs even. Practicing symmetry. The hand pressing into the leg creates the twist. Breathe out one more time. Inhale up to star pose, float up your arms. Exhale back down the center. Second side, hands to legs. Left shoulder forward, down, create twist by pressing your hand into your leg, but keep the legs even. Connect with your breath. Let your eyes just fall steadily in the direction of your movement. One more exhale. Inhale, release up and out into star. And exhale, right leg triangle pose. So turn your feet over and down. Keep a little bit of lightness, a little freedom from the very linear practice that we sometimes take. Slightly reaching both ways, anchored in your center. And one more time, enjoy the breath. Use inhale to come up, and exhale to turn to face your right side. So maybe change your stance a little bit so you can fold forward without falling down. Parsvottanasana variation. Keep your hands at your waist today. Draw your elbows back as you reach forward and down. Trust your legs. Feel so grounded here. One more time, let your spine lengthen. Transition to Anjaneyasana. So use your hands, bring your back knee down. Have a moment to have that transition to low lunge, letting the knee come forward towards the toes. Grounded hands on the legs. Hard opening arms. Where do your arms want to be? Let them express themselves today. Let's all finish with an upward reach from wherever your hands are. Take them together. Up we go, up and gently back. Breathe again. And exhale, everything back to center. Transition to side lunge. So take your foot and bring it inward, knee follows, and come to the inside edge of your back foot. So transition to low side lunge. Nice little uplift in the pelvic floor. Over to the other side, breathe in. Line out the knee towards the toes, comfortable degree. The other foot straightens out, release the inner leg. Nice smooth flow of breathing through all of it. One more time, the exhale. Anjaneyasana, so turn to face the left side of your mat and bring your back knee down. Come up to low lunge and bring your front knee towards your toes, shoulders off the ears. So we have a little bit of a back bend here. You could take your hands to your rib cage and gently encourage it to lift and come forward. Press both feet. Nose gaze. Inhale, arms up. One more time, breathing in. And as you breathe out, center up. Transition to Parsvottanasana, so we need to come up facing the same way, but up on our feet. And letting your arms come forward this time. Draw the belly up, fold forward. This is your practice, so practice in a way that's kind to your body, lets you find peace and freedom. Transition to triangle pose next time you breathe in. So we're gonna rise up, turn the back foot open is the big difference here. So the hips come to the side and then over into a triangle, just with a light reach. The eyes can tend towards upward or noseward. Look at the sides of your body. One more time. Breathe in, come up and back to the goddess, turning out toes, coming down the center. Find yourself here. And adding the Garuda arms with the eagle. So right elbow under the left. Fingers towards the sky, hips low, elbows lift. If you'd like, you could rest your hands at your third eye center. Or just mirror there. Internal gazing. Open feet. Exhale once more. And a squeeze in your glutes to come up, to strengthen. Release your arms out to star. And down into the other side. Down center first. Left elbow slopes under. So we keep the feet really open. The roots of the big toes pressed. Trust the spreading and grounding of the feet. Light breathing, maybe the third eye rest. And just one more time, enjoy your breath. And squeeze your glutes to stand up. And release out to star. Exhale, hands to heart. Step your feet hip distance. Inhale up. Side bend over to the left. Just a little bit or more. Right over to the side. Engage your core. Relax your shoulders. Breathe out. Breathe in, come up. Other side. Just check in. Where can you handle it? Where can you hang out? Legs are great here too. Really foundation. Not doing a forward bend, not doing a back bend, just a side bend. Use the breath once more. Inhale up, reach up, gaze up, energize. Exhale, hands down, hands open, pinkies touch. Just have a little stillness. Feel your out breath. Focus on the exhales. Last one. No sound. And release your hands back to the top third of your mat. Dancing through the warriors. Warrior A first, right leg big step back. Hips forward and down for squaring. It's okay if your body doesn't exactly square. Just bring the hips towards the front. And shoulders down, sweep up your arms. Lift your eyes. Keep your front knee centered over your ankle. Lots of actions. So first scanning the body, make sure everything's cool, and then just breathe with the energy of the shape. Breathe out again. Inhale, weave your fingers behind your back. So roll your thumbs back, weave your fingers, inhale, stretch your chest. Exhale, forward fold, humble warrior. You can come all the way down to your thigh or just fold forward. Release your hands away from your back. The front foot pressing strongly. One more time, breathing out. Ready with an inhale to press your foot and come up. Now let your front leg straighten. Release your arms. Turn your back foot out to the side, warrior B. So bring that knee back over your ankle. It's nice to just take your hand there and that centering the joint towards the middle toes, over the ankle, so important. So you give it awareness by touching. And then float up your arms, turn your head to the front. Shoulders relax as the rib cage floats. What's it like to breathe into your back ribs? Once more, back rib breath. Just noticing. And reverse warrior. Just going back with your top arm or working hands together if you would like, or towards each other. Keep the legs strong and stable. And last time, breathe deeply. As you exhale, release your action. And last one, be leaning and reaching. Extend a side angle to the floor if you would like. So we lightly reach our eyes towards that palm. It's scooping down towards us. Exhale one more time. Inhale up, turn to wide parallel feet. Exhale, forward fold. 5 breaths. Gently hug the elbows. Knees bend as needed. A little upward float of the pelvic floor. And stretch the breath once more. Use inhale energy to return to standing upright and bring your feet close enough so you can step to the top of your mat and pause. Other side, warrior A first, so hips forward, use your hands to square towards the front, bend your knee, find your stance. Weave your fingers together, thumbs wide, rest at your heart, unshakable courage. And next when you breathe in, take up your arms and continue your breath, tip your eyes upward without straining your brain or your eyes or your neck. One more time, energize it. Exhale, release your arms behind you, weave your fingers, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, humble warrior. Really strengthening all the muscles around the hip on that right leg. Keep the foot open. Breathe out. Use your inhale. Press that front foot. Come up and let the legs straighten. And release your arms. B position, so turn back toes out first. Touch your knee. Just bring your hand around your knee as you center it and bring it down. Float out your arms once you have your lunge. Turn your head. So we have horizon gazing in this pose, also side gazing. Let's do a side rib meditation this time. So just feel your side ribs as you hold the pose. The whole rib cage will move, but just notice the awareness shifting. One more time, see if you can create space in your side ribs. Exhale, relax your arms. Inhale, reverse warrior. Your own favorite way. If you need to give your front knee breaks, you can. If you can stay aligned and strong, stay with that. But there's no reason that you can't straighten out your knee every once in a while and bring it back. But do resist the urge to move when it's not necessary. One more time, a deep breath, energize this shape. And release your arms, exhale, Parsvakonasana last time. So we do a scoop down of the pinky, gaze to the reaching palm. What can you soften? Release your breath. And let's go ahead and release the hands down and step the leg back. And come down to your belly in your own way. Just release to your belly, gather your legs together. Long spine. Hands by your chest. Come up into a cobra, which is a little freedom of movement to go a little side to side as you lengthen your spine. And then find your center, turn on the legs, gaze to your nose. One more time, deep breath. And release, exhale. Forward and down press to peel up off the belly. Tuck under the toes. And come back to quarter dog, long spine, head down. Breathe out. Inhale, rise up to sit on folded legs briefly. If you need to come to easy legs, that's fine too. Taking Ganesha's mudra, just on our path to free us from any obstacles. So just a little, find that meditative stillness. Feel the warmth and energy of the practice. And then let your right hand face outward at your heart. Bring your left hand facing inward. Bring your fingers together, just the tips of the fingers hooking. Breathe in deeply and breathe out, pull. 5 count. And just relax your hands on your heart, breathe. Other side, left hand faces out at the heart. Right hand comes in and hook your fingers. Breathing in, soft everything. Slow exhale, 5 counts. Pull, but don't let go. And that's complete. Rest your hands at your heart for a breath. Feel their warmth and energy. And then release your hands forward so you can lift up, cross your ankles, and come through to your seated pose. Take your legs out straight, draw back your toes, breathe in. Breathe out, point your toes away. Take back your hands, lift your heart. Optional hip lift. Or just reach with energy through the toes. One more time, energize wherever you're working. And then release back to your seat and relax those actions. Bend in your right knee. Open leg out to the side, 90 degrees if possible. Sit tall and twist towards your straight leg, breathing in. Breathing out, forward fold. Take this first amount of time just to come into your own body's awareness, to release and relax. Letting go of some of your effort, getting into that more contemplative, softer style. Nice, longer time to stay. Let your head relax downward, your eyes soft as well. Soft. And just a few more rounds of breath. So be as soft as you possibly can. Be released. Enjoy your breathing. Inhale slowly. Draw yourself back out. And change the legs to the other side. So we do activate the extended leg. Fold in the knee. Turn out from the hip. Out to 90 degrees if you can. And then sit up and twist. Exhale that exploration, compassion, your own body. Just meet it right where it is. When one part of your body says that's enough, listen, honor, relax and release. Just very lightly engaged with the extended leg. Very lightly engaged in the bandhas. A few more rounds of breath, soft. Exhale. Not overly disturbing your side body by coming out too fast. So come out nice and slowly. And take the legs out front. Draw back on the toes. And point the toes away. Now let's take on our backs. So lie back. For the last bit of class, maybe have your blanket or clothing if you want to add anything back. Straight legs, lie down. Release back. Bring in your feet. Just take a moment to land on your back body. Letting everything feel supported and relaxed now. We've done lots of the strengthening of our torso. Now the torso is supported a lot. Let's experiment with crossing the right leg over the left, just stacking the knees. And drawing in the legs. So if you can, you could catch your feet or work with taking your knees and lightly coming in. So you don't have to press downward into your hips. Just trying to draw the legs towards your face a little bit or more. So if you catch your outer feet, you can actually draw them out to the sides. And find that just precise place to work with your body. Positive. Relaxing. And breathe out, release your feet to the earth. And if it's possible to come into twist with your legs like this, if that's comfortable, keep your legs and come over to the left. Let's feel that stretching across the hip and the spine. Look back. So if a different twisted legs is comfortable for you, you can take out your legs from this position if you need. It's okay to be with something that's slightly challenging for your body. Just keep it on that edge on the other side of okay for your body. Want it to be good. And then start to lower your stretch out and release your legs. And just bring the one knee across, coming into one knee down twist. Looking back. Just let that one be a little bit more able to soften completely. Let your whole body participate. Deeply breathe again. And release to the back of the body, knees on the floor, feet on the floor. Center everything up. Forehead slightly higher than chin. Blanket under that, okay for these. Second side, cow face legs, cross, stack knees. Draw in the legs a little bit or more. Carefully, not putting downward pressure, but just using the hands to draw upward. So if you have your feet, whatever feels good. Soft nose gazing, steady breathing. Enjoying the stillness. Twice more. Deep breath. And release feet down. Over to the side with the twisted roots kind of twist. Looking the other way. Let your arms be comfortable. Let your eyes relax so your mind can relax. And go back to some exhale focusing. It's interesting what the inhales do when you ask your mind to focus on exhales. They go together. One more time, fully breathe. Slowly breathe out. The idea of letting go. Transition to knee across twist, knee down twist. Just let the legs unwrap, bring your knee down, gaze back. Back to balanced breathing. That light, steady flow of evenness. One more time. Relax through your exhalation. And then breathe in, come back to center and bring in your legs. Lift up your low back a little bit. Release it back down. Again, lift your low back a little bit, pressing into the earth. Release. And transition to happy baby. Letting the inner legs release. Activate your feet. You can hold behind your knees or take your feet, the inside or outside. Letting the hips lift off the floor. So we get a little of our inversion of the legs here. Have a little time for flow, a little rocking. It can be little or bigger. And then exhale, settle into center and stillness. And release your legs out and in and down. Offering the Parita Karani, the legs out the wall, if you have that option in your space, or bent knees on a piece of furniture. So that would be like the super best way to finish this practice. But whatever you want to do, if it's easier, just do legs up, rest on your hands, or shoulder stand if you like, plow, something in this realm of legs upside down. So if you get comfortable with your legs up the wall, you can stay there for resting and stay there for a little while. 4, take about 8 breaths. Letting the breath slow down. And transition from plow or shoulder stand. Stay if you have legs up in the air and you want to rest there. We will come to resting next. And from wherever you are, you can let your feet come together and your knees wide again. So if you're at the wall, just slide your feet down, widen your knees. So if you're on your back, carefully bring your feet to the earth and let your knees open. Arms on the floor, lift up your hips, lengthen your spine, and place your hips back down so your spine is long. Support underneath your head if you would like with a blanket or pillow. Let's take the arms up, wave your fingers behind your skull, gently lengthening your neck. And just a moment for letting go, whatever it is, patterns, stuff. Just following nature's lead and letting go of what's no longer needed. Let any specific ideas come back to you, just a general softening into the attitude of being able to change, accepting change, willingness to let go. And slowly release, just one action at a time. Let go of holding anything, stretching out, legs against the wall. Fine to stay as long as you are comfortable. Just come up to resting pose with noticing at first. Press into the elbows and the back of your skull. Lift your chest. Settle it back down. Press your heels. Lift your hips. Lengthen your spine and settle back down. Just make room for the spine. Then let the limbs come away from the body out to the fingers and toes, releasing everything open. So that the outer body comes to complete rest. The breath just naturally supportive. And this is a process. Plenty of time. And everything on the body soften. All efforts are relieved. Just the softening. The breath will continue to settle. The mind will settle. And let the body settle deeply. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locusts, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I am so distant from the hope of myself in which I have goodness and discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches, and they call again. It's simple, they say, and you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine. Let the process of letting go of stillness be slow, like the coming in. An invitation first to release the stillness. What happens? Breathe more deeply. Reach out into the body with activity again. It can be nice to do a little reaching and a little resting. And then eventually give way to a big reach through the arms and legs, and that will bring energy back. Use an exhale to relax that reaching. Just come through your side body on your way back to seated pose, finding a positive and easy seat for you in the moment. Pinky side touches, let the hands still open, let them rest. Gratitude gesture. So whenever we create an empty space, that we can fill that space with something. So this is one of those. So letting go gesture first. And then it can be full, whatever you like. Lift up your hands and share love, share light, share with yourself, tuck your hands into your heart. Breathing in Power of stillness, peace. Namaste. Thank you, as always. So grateful.